There. It is time to release tension out of the spine, whether it's your neck, your upper back, your middle back, or lower back. We're gonna take all of it. So all you need is your yoga mat. Hi, I am Janelle DeRoss, and I am here to help you with mobility, flexibility, and strength so that you can reach overhead without shoulder pain, you can squat down with ease, and you can do hard things in daily life without creating injury. So let's get to it. You're gonna come onto your back, but I just wanna show you one part, sitting upright, so you can see the detail. So when you come onto the back, I want you to think about your pinky side of the fingers. You're gonna interlace around the hairline. So when you go like this, you wanna hug in, squeeze, and then you're gonna try and lift your skull off of your neck. And it won't make sense until you actually do it, because that's where you're gonna feel it, because gravity will be at an advantage. But it does feel really good, and it releases tension that goes into the neck, the shoulders, the back, and down. So lay on your back. Oh, and we will be using the wall for one pose, so if you have a wall, it'd be great, it'll feel good, and it'll help with your back. So lay down, and just for a moment, adjust your shoulders on the mat, feel the weight of your pelvis, and just have your fingertips on your hips. And I want you to arch your lower back where you can pretty much drive a truck through. Feel that arch, and then lower the lower back. So this is a posterior pelvic tilt, and this is an anterior pelvic tilt. And just do that a couple times, and just feel the movement of your pelvis. So it's gonna help you release the spine, release the lower back. Remember, everything is connected, and we really wanna take care of opening it up. All right, so now let the lower back release. So that's that posterior pelvic tilt. Interlace the palms behind you. First, keep the elbows wide. And now from here, you're gonna lift the head up and move the hair out of the way. So the head is kind of floating, elbows are wide. And I want you to kind of squeeze and energetically pull your head away from your knees and push the back of the head into your palms, like you're trying to pull your skull off your neck. And just keep doing that, pulling, and then slowly lower down. We're gonna do that one more time. And I just want you to feel the traction. So it's not a big move, but it is really effective. And if you ever get migraines, I do this a lot. It really does help. There's quite a few moves to help with that. Okay, so again, pulling the hair a little bit, getting it out of the way, and you wanna think about lifting up and out. Okay, now stay there and draw the elbows toward each other and push the head into the palm, and keep pulling the head down and pushing the palms into the head, head into the palm. Straighten out your left leg and reach over to the outside of your right hip and keep pulling. And come back, lower down, and one more time. Inhale, exhale, reach outside the right hip, pull with the head, and lower down, open up. And now let's switch sides. So bend the left knee, straighten out the right leg. You're gonna do the same thing. So lift, elbows toward each other, pull the head outside the hip, pull that stretch in the back of the neck, and lower down, open the elbows. Last one, and lift and reach over outside the hip in that direction. Push the head into the palm and lower back down. And now adjust and place the foot back on the mat, so both feet. And then you're just gonna float the head one more time, elbows wide, and just kind of wiggle and pull, and then lower down. Keep the elbows wide. Stretch out the left leg, wiggle onto your pelvis. Try and lengthen your spine, so your tailbone toward your feet. And just pivot the right knee out to the side and back. All you're doing is creating some movement in the hip joint to release the lower back a little bit. Good. And now come back to center and switch and do the other side, and keep adjusting so that the lower back stays down. That's really going to help with the lengthening aspect. And then slowly pivot the knee out to the side and just notice the range of motion from one side to the other. Good, and slowly come back to center, place the foot on the mat. Okay, now you're gonna take your left leg and you're gonna stretch it over to the wall. And if you don't have a wall, you can just bring it up and push through the heel. But I have to say the wall is like a big treat. So I really might recommend making the effort, or when you do this again, hint, try the wall. It's really a big deal. Okay, so heel on the wall, and you're gonna drive the heel into the wall and energetically push it toward, away from the head. And you can actually release the arms into gold post, and I just want you to feel the opening of the hamstring, the outer hip, and just engaging the inside of the leg, the hamstring, but you're just getting the energy to open up. But think about lengthening the spine. The foot is dorsiflexed, so I'm actively pressing the heel. The kneecap is facing my left shoulder. Go for one more breath. And now slowly release, place the foot down, and take your right knee toward your head, and then hold on to the foot for half happy baby. Keep the other knee bent, and all you're gonna do is pulse up and down. If you're not getting the foot, the outer edge of the foot, hold on to the ankle, or even the calf. It's a little bit harder to maneuver. You can do a strap, but it's kind of like more of like a little pain to maneuver. So do the best you can. You're just trying to create some space in the hip joint and the lower back. Okay, and now release. And I'm going to turn over to the other side so you can see the other side. And to be even, and you have to turn too if you're using the wall. Okay, all right, so now you can have goal post arms, release the lower back, and we're gonna do the same thing again, so stretch out the left leg and pivot the knee out to the side. And just see how that feels, doing it a second time. And come back to center. And now switch, knee out to the side. Okay, now both feet on the mat and give yourself a moment to lengthen the spine. And now this is your other leg. So your right leg should be on the wall, and you're trying to just draw the tailbone down a little bit, lengthen and feel that stretch, pushing the heel, driving it toward away from your head, and just feeling that energy as you lengthen the spine. And you can just have goal post arms just to release the shoulders on the mat. Good, for one more breath, keep that length in the spine. And now release. And again, the half happy baby. So you're gonna either hold on to the outer edge of the foot, keep the other knee down, pelvis down, ankle or calf. And all you're gonna do is pull it down and then lift it up. And you're trying to keep the hips from tilting, and I'm being very dramatic, but you're trying to keep the hips from tilting just so you can focus on, so this is my left leg right now, you're just trying to keep opening up the left side. And you can even place your palm like I'm doing to help you in this position. All right, release, and switch sides. You can place the palm on the hip, the opposite hip, or you can come into goalpost. And again, see how it's opening. How do you feel even in the hamstring, the top part of the hamstring where your sit bones are? See what's coming up. And release. And now bring the knees into the chest and just hold onto the hamstrings as you rock side to side. Make sure your lower back is pressing, not arching. And then give a little momentum to come up. And shake out the legs. Okay, cross your legs, and you can keep, it doesn't matter which ankle's in front, because we'll switch. So wiggle, I'm gonna stay side view so you can see, because we're gonna kind of maneuver a little bit. So I want you to think about lengthening the spine so that we're working on the spine, so lengthening out of the pelvis. And then, instead of thinking down, which can make you round your back, I want you to think about forward. So sternum, reaching forward, and then your nose and your eyes are just gonna look straight ahead, so you're not cranking your neck. So lengthen, and then start to use your fingertips like I'm using, and start to go forward. Maybe you're here, and I just want you to think about broadening the chest, and then nose down, or maybe you go a little bit farther, keeping the arms straight, and again, the nose down. And just staying with your breath, drawing the sit bones back and down. And they will lift a little bit because of the position of your ankles and your knees. And just think about that your spine is lengthening out. So if you are rounded, I definitely want you to come up so that you are not rounded. We're really working on opening up the spine. Okay, go for one more breath. And slowly walk the palms back, lift your chest. And now I want you to think about bringing the shoulder blades together for retraction and protraction. So first we're going to do protraction. So you're going to reach forward and then draw the belly button toward the spine and stretch it out. So you do this in cat pose, which we will be doing, but I just want you to feel it in a different way. So really drawing those shoulder blades apart, stretching the upper back, and look just straight down so the neck is in line. Because remember, it's part of the spine, we're taking care of the spine. And feel that big stretch in the upper back, middle back, lower back, and release. Okay, now for retraction. So you're gonna make a little fist, keep the spine tall, make sure the bottom ribs don't flare forward so it goes into the lower back, so keep that integrity, and all you're gonna do is squeeze the shoulder blades toward each other. It's very easy for those ribs to come forward, and then it's taking away. So shoulder blades together, and then release. And I'll turn different points of view. So shoulder blades toward each other, so you're retracting the scapula, squeezing the shoulder blades toward the spine, keep the integrity of the ribs, and then release. And I'll show you the back view. And squeeze, really feel that squeeze, you might even get a crack, and release. Okay, I'm gonna come back to side view, switch the crossing of the legs, and now twist all the way over toward the left, right palm outside the thigh, and push your hips forward. Use your fingertips as leverage and support, and breathe into that twist. So twist really kind of wrings out the spine, really gives it a range of motion that you might not normally get. And it can feel awesome, but you gotta breathe, you gotta exhale. And resist with the arms and the palms. The fingertips helps, but play with your end range. Keep sitting up tall, and then turn your head and neck last, looking over your left shoulder. And now slowly release and twist all the way over to the other side. And if you switch sides, just make sure you do both. Grounding down both sit bones, lengthening the spine out of the pelvis, keep twisting. Lastly, turn the head and the neck, looking over the shoulder. So you're getting the spine from the sit bone all the way up into the neck to rotate. And feel that exhale. See if you can twist a little bit more. Keep sitting up tall. And release back to center. And now shake out the legs. And just see what it feels like to sit in this position after the work we've done so far. Okay, come into quadruped. Spread the fingers. Let's open the spine a little bit more. We're going to do exactly what we just did seated, but in cat-cow. In quadruped, curl the toes, lift the chest, look up. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, pull the chest forward, look up. Exhale, push round the spine, chin to the chest, shift forward, get into the wrist joint a little bit. Get into the upper back, that protraction. And now come to a neutral spine. Make sure your palms are underneath your shoulders. And take your left leg straight back. Keep the hip closed versus the hip opening. And take it across over to the right. Push through the heel. Look to your right, and then shifting forward and back. So you should feel all along here. Shifting forward and back, straight arms, and really breathing into that left side. And you're looking back to really get into the neck. Getting into the ankle joint a little bit. And slowly release, come back to center. And now stretch out the right leg, close the hip, cross it over to the left, look behind you to the left. And again, just pulsing forward and back, getting into that ankle joint, but now breathing into that right side waist, ribs, hip, and just notice how it feels on the other side. Come back to center. And now come up for a moment and just shake out the wrists. Let the fingers flop. Okay, come into quadruped. And now take the left palm forward. And instead of, we're going to do this, there's a couple different ways. We're going to do this one way. So you're going to flip the right palm, bend the left elbow, and slide it under, and take a look. Lower the side of the head down. And then come back up. Inhale. And exhale, slide it under, lower the side of the head down, and come back up, and one more. Slide it under, keep the elbow bent, and come back up. And you can definitely stay, but this is just a different approach to really get the shoulders. Now, right palm forward, flip the left palm, and then start to slide it just straight under, not at a diagonal, bend the elbow, pull the hip back a little bit. It'll be deeper in the left side. And then come back up and slide it under. And come back up. And one more. Slide it under. And you're literally pulling that left shoulder blade away from the spine. Pull the right hip back. And slowly come back up. Okay. And now shake out the wrists. Let the fingers flop. And this, you're just going to stay kneeling. However, you can do this standing, and you might even have more range of motion for standing. But we're going to be lower to the ground with the knees fixed. So I want you to stay tight, but then mobile up at top. Cross your arms. And I just want you to think about leaning to the side, chest down, leaning to the other side, chest up. And you're just circling the torso around and reverse. And just see what that feels like with the spine. And you're moving your head and your neck along. And now switch the crossing and go the other side. Lean to the left, circle down to the right, chest up, down, around, chest up, and reverse. Leaning and circling. Try and stay tight with the lower body to maintain the position. Good. And then release the arms and just roll out to the shoulders. Okay, let's lengthen the spine and then we're done. Place the palms and walk out into downward dog and just alternate stretching out the legs, but long spine. Stick your butt up and back. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Keep the arms straight, and you're actively looking at the toes so you're not cranking your neck. Looking at the toes and pedaling out the feet. And then just moving the hips and the feet side to side, because that's getting into the outer hip and the lats, going into your lower back, and really push. You gotta push with straight arms. And lower down. And again, shake out the wrists. Let the fingers flop. Okay, there you have it. I hope your spine feels very different from how we started, and you have less tension in the neck, in your upper back, middle back, and lower back. So we really worked on the entire part of the spine, everything that's involving the spine, to just open it up and let it release. I recommend revisiting this as often as you like. And if you didn't get to play with the wall, try playing with the wall. We'll be using it more as such a great tool. And remember, I am here to help you. I am here for you every Thursday. I'm Janelle Duras, your coach, to help you with mobility, flexibility, and strength, so that you can reach overhead without shoulder pain, you can squat down with ease, and you can do hard things without injury right now and long term for your life. We are meant to move, and I'm here to help you move freely and happily. Don't forget to comment. I'd love to hear from you. Share this, someone who could really use it, and give it a thumbs up, like it. I would so be appreciative. And I will see you next week. Ciao for now.